Meanwhile, Jason, talk to us about the other contention, this in the Weather Center over there.
I feel like a lot of people are not really upset about all the sunshine that we've been getting. Conditions haven't been too terrible also, above average conditions, but there's a cost associated with that. Things are going to be changing across Northeast Ohio, and they're going to begin to happen as we close out the work week heading towards the weekend. So let's talk about the conditions right now. So I'll just very, very gently ease you into this forecast. Socked in sunshine, that's what Northeast Ohio is right now. We got mid 60s across the area as it stands. Temperatures tonight will be cooling off. It's going to be more that fall-like feel overnight tonight, and some areas are be slipping back into the 40s. But we have a performing south wind, which of course is that quote-unquote warming wind to move through the area. Now we have a south wind at about 10 to 15 miles per hour, and some of the gusts have kind of been hanging out around 15, maybe even getting up to 20, which is why we have this elevated fire risk across the region. No red flag warnings, at least for Northeast Ohio. However, if you're flicking out a cigarette, maybe don't do that, because we do have an issue there, because we don't have any rainfall, and drought conditions across much of Northeast Ohio are prevalent. We do get a break from that as we head towards the weekend, but it begins what's happening down south. We have to talk about Tropical Storm Nicole. So this is the latest advisory that came down at 4 p.m. The Air Force is doing a little bit of a reconnaissance plane, so they're getting observations for us. But this track is likely to take it right up the northeastern I-95 corridor as we head towards Saturday, heading in towards Sunday. Storm surge conditions a little bit meager when you look at 3 to 5 feet, but this is again on top of normal tide. So this is the big picture on satellite and radar showing what will happen here. So this storm system races up I-95 corridor. At the same time, we're dealing with a very strong trough that will be sliding south and east across the lower 48, wrapping around very cold weather. This is going to be a mainly rain event for us in Northeast Ohio, Friday heading in towards Saturday. On the heels of that, there comes that frontal boundary swinging on through, and we could power on the lake, rain, snow mixing on in late Friday heading in towards Saturday. Cloudy skies prevalent there on Saturday, Saturday heading in towards Sunday. But then again, we have to prepare ourselves for our next system arriving mid to late week next week. But it's going to be cold, though, a very cold weekend. Even Veterans Day on Friday likely to be a washout for some. We got much more coming up after this.